technical than this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I feel it more in control. I wouldn't mind the arm.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes I'm like, I don't know
You
if
have a
I
lot
should.
of range of
What, the
movement.
handheld?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the handheld is cool because like
It's
I can
very
just.
it's very old school
It's free.
broadcaster.
I want the earphones that Francesca used to do.
Yeah. Oh yeah. With the he looks like a doctor.
Yeah, like a stethoscope.
Stethoscope.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want the Diet Coke too.
Yeah, with no label.
I like how his son has a podcast now.
Does he?
Yeah, and he drinks a Coke Zero.
Oh, I fucking hate.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
He's got to stick to it.
He's
Though.
mini
Yeah.
Francesa.
Yeah.
Is the label off? You got to-
No,
It's like no free advertising.
Well,
Yeah,
how
no,
could you
no.
tell if it's a Coke
podcast.
Zero?
Oh, you know, you know.
Oh, yeah. Well, it could be a regular Coke.
Are we on?
Yeah.
We're on.
That's right.
I think we are.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
okay.
rolling.
All right, go.
Yeah.
Is it-
We're
damn.
rolling.
I'm plugging.
Do you listen? Do you guys listen to the fans still?
Of course.
Yeah, when I can. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I think they all suck.
I hate it so much.
I like BT and Sal.
Ugh, I hate them both.
I like them. They're the testicle heads.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a couple of milk duds.
I like them.
Them I don't mind. I don't mind them. The guys in the morning are okay.
Is it Boomer and
Boomer and Gio.
Boomer and
Yeah.
Gio tried stand up.
Yeah,
He's a
sure.
bore.
yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gio Perez.
Yeah.
No, and then in the afternoon, it's Evan Roberts and Tiki Barber.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oof,
Yeah.
that show's bad.
That's rough. Yeah.
You ever?
No good?
Yeah.
When I worked there, I used to tease Evan about the time he was in Private Parts and said the N word.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Drops
He
the
drops it
N-bomb.
hard.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I tease him about it all the time. You ever seen Private Parts?
No.
You never seen Private Parts? Oh, it's a great
No.
movie.
Not
About Howard
gay?
Stern's life.
Yeah. It's,
Oh.
it's with Howard Stern.
Oh, okay. Oh, that private parts.
Yeah.
It's with Howard.
I thought you meant at Diddy's house.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
That's a different movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a Weekend at Diddy's.
Weekend at Diddy.
That's a good movie. We should write that.
Yeah. Oh, I would be
Yeah.
all in. Yeah.
Mhm.
Weekend at Diddy's.
Put sunglasses
Starring
on. him.
Kevin
Yeah.
Hart.
Russell Brand,
Yeah. Russell Brand and
Jonah Hill.
All
Just,
right.
get him to agree.
You have a
Make it
passed
like-
out child star. You're trying to make him act like he's awake.
I would make it like top 5. Like remember that Chris Rock
Yeah,
movie
yeah,
where
yeah.
everyone was in it?
Yeah, everyone-
I
Right.
would do it like that.
Yeah.
Just have Tracy Morgan play a
black guy?
A black guy.
What are you talking
weird-
about?
Did he just like walking around in a robe? It's like
That's
not
what he
tied.
was doing, right?
Yeah.
He was.
I mean, he was doing everything.
Yeah, he was kind of living the way I thought P. Diddy would be living.
Yeah, it's not really that
I don't think
shocking.
anybody should be surprised.
yeah.
No, I think when you get rich and famous enough, you become bisexual too.
Oh,
Huh? Nobody?
I think.
I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, I'm just waiting for that day.
Nick gets a lot of
Yeah,
money
you've been
just
doing it
coming
for
out
free
of the
this entire time.
Oh, I'm waiting.
Yeah, once Nick makes $25,000 a year, he's like, I'm gonna give some hand jobs out. I gotta give back.
Yeah, that's exactly how I expected P. Diddy to live.
Yeah.
Be a flamboyant,
Yeah,
I think he
fucking
was telling us this whole time. and we just didn't
power-hungry
pay
man.
attention.
yeah.
Well,
I
what
like
was
that
that?
people are trying to pick it out in every song.
Yeah.
Oh,
I only know one of his songs.
Which one?
I'll be missing you.
I think that's the one.
It's about a guy.
Yeah, when he goes away to prison, that's what I'm gonna be saying to him. I'll be missing you. That's the only one I know.
Yeah.
What else? There's the other one. I don't know. But your friends
Well,
get my friends. That one.
Well, that's yeah. He's just he jumps around on people's songs.
Yeah.
Also,
yeah.
people's
he's
butts.
always all up in the videos.
Yeah, that's what I
all
know
up in the
about him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his problem.
Yeah.
Is the videos code for Justin Bieber?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to make sex tapes with men without the fucking producer being up in your videos.
That's what's gonna happen. You get locked up, and Suge Knight's gonna be in the yard just waiting for
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope they become an alliance.
him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like in The Wire.
Yeah. He really is.
East side and West side just at the basketball games.
Yeah.
Yeah. Suge Knight's his prop Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When Weebay goes to prison and meets up with Chris. You've seen The Wire,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Love The Wire.
Yeah, it's a great show.
Yeah, too bad we can't go visit.
Why? Because of the bridge?
Because of that bridge.
Oh, man.
All right. Forgot about that.
Isn't that
I'll
crazy?
say.
People think it's terrorists.
No, it's just
Yeah.
No.
the boat was shitty.
Yeah.
I know, but there are people who go,
so dumb.
it's terrorism. And it's a distraction. They think it's a distraction.
It was a ghost ship.
It was piloted by Captain Jack Sparrow.
You ever watch like Marching Wooden Soldiers on Thanksgiving and the sketch after the movie is
Yeah.
about a ghost ship?
Yeah.
That's exactly the plot
Yeah.
of what happened.
The first thing I thought of was obviously I was like, "Where's McNulty to find the body?" in the
Because
water?
he worked on the port.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
burned
well,
plenty of
season
bridges
two.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, McNulty.
Season 2 of the Wire.
They were holding him back. They're like, McNulty, don't go.
Yeah.
Those are all fictional characters.
No.
So I like someone asked David Simon, like, what could you comment about this? And he was like, I'm a fucking writer. I don't know anything about boats or bridges.
But everything is based on real people.
What, Baltimore?
Yeah. Well, everything on the show is based on like kind of real people.
We did the Baltimore Comedy Festival and just driving through the city.
You've been on this bridge.
I think I was on the bridge. Yeah.
I don't know if you know this, but the Baltimore Comedy Festival is the JFL of the East Coast.
Some would say that.
Yeah,
The JFL of the DMV.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
We literally saw one white guy. And he passed out. I'm pretty sure he died.
How'd you guys do?
Well,
Killed.
come on.
Of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
We were like 2 years into comedy.
Yeah, someone told me if The Wire was still on, you guys would have absolutely been part of the 6th season.
Yes.
Yeah. You've been season 2, you've been part of the Sabakas.
Yeah.
Like you could do Polish. Yeah, all right.
Polish, Greek, whatever, however you want to do it.
Whatever you need. What do you want me? Can you do Polish? They were Greek. The Sabakas. That's a great. Oh my god, with the duck. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He,
My favorite
he
season.
gave the duck whiskey.
Yeah. Piece of shit.
I don't remember that scene.
Yeah.
Give the duck whiskey?
Yeah. So he buys a duck or he wins a duck. I don't remember what it was.
He
but
wins
like he buys like a diamond necklace for the duck, walks it around and gives it whiskey. And
Yeah.
then it
Who was
died.
this again?
Ziggy Sabatka.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
His name is James Ransome.
You ever see that guy jerk off in the movie?
Yeah.
The Larry Clark movie? Does he finish?
What?
He finishes.
He finishes. You see that guy?
Yeah.
Clark?
It's a movie called Ken Park, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, I've never seen that.
Yeah, and they have like actual sex during the movie.
I've only ever seen that guy in one other thing. He was on Generation Kill.
Yeah, he's been around. He was on How to Make It America.
He was in that.
Was he on that?
Yeah, he plays
That
like
show was pretty
hipster.
good. They got canceled after 2 seasons.
It was a great show.
Yeah.
With
HBO was like,
yeah.
fuck you guys.
Yeah, he was in this movie Ken Park, and he just starts masturbating
With a belt around his neck.
Yeah,
That's how you do it.
Ah,
Yeah.
like
Carradine.
Carradine.
Like Carradine.
like
Yeah.
dirty
Yeah.
Carradine.
Wow.
Yeah, that's where Carradine got the idea from.
Right.
What he
That's
fucked
where
up
I
was-
got the idea for my name from.
Yeah.
The trick is you got to keep you put a lemon wedge in your mouth.
Oh.
Yeah, that way you don't die. Because
Why?
Because you bite down and the acidity is supposed to
Oh.
wake you
Seems
up.
like a lot of
That
work.
makes sense. You're fighting down on a fruit.
Could you imagine like some 15-year-old just cutting up lemons in the kitchen? The mom is like, "What's going on here?"
Why do you have so many lemons?
Yeah. Where did Dad's belt go? He's cutting up lemons. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what
That's what I
Carradine.
heard. Yeah.
That's
well,
what-
he didn't do.
He didn't do that.
Yeah.
He didn't do
That's
that.
why he
No.
died.
Yeah, he probably wanted to live dangerously. That
Yeah.
day. He was like, "Fuck the lemons! I gotta get this one out."
Aaron Hernandez. He
They weren't in season.
he you know how he to make sure he was gonna succeed, he like sprayed shampoo on the ground so that his feet, because he was too tall, he couldn't get a grip. That's how he.
Oh, you're talking about suicide?
Yeah.
I thought you were about like practicing for the NFL.
I mean,
Well, that doesn't sound right.
I'm like, that just sounds like an old story. Like Aaron Hernandez used to spray shampoo on the ground to make sure his feet was steady.
That's why he was so agile.
Yeah, you're talking about the suicide.
no, this is
Oh.
definitely the suicide.
I thought he got murdered.
No, well,
Yeah.
murdered himself.
Yeah, I thought it was like one of those Epstein kind of things.
I think so.
Yeah,
He was fucking
they all
kids too.
They all
They all were. They all were, man.
Yeah.
He was going to Diddy parties.
Oh.
Probably.
So who
he
went to
was
the-
the life of the party at
I
the
bet.
Diddy.
I bet.
Why is like the Diddy list like just everyone's just like, oh, this person was there, that person was there. But the
'Cause
Epstein
it's
list is
Hollywood.
so
I don't know. You can't find out who's on the Epstein list.
yeah, you can't find out
we
who's
know
really on
who's
it.
on it, but
Yeah.
They just won't say.
Right.
Whereas everybody is saying, like Cat Williams told us,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
you know nobody.
and he's
listens.
always right.
He's always right. Honestly, he's kind of proving him. He's been right.
Well, all
Like,
this is
about-
coming out
Wow.
now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe Earthquake can't read.
That's the funniest
He
thing.
can't read. That's the best accusation he made of all everything.
That's the funniest one.
Yeah,
He's like, can't read.
Right.
and like everybody was like, all right, well, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Nobody challenged him on it.
Yeah, he was invited to all the Diddy parties, but he couldn't read the address.
That's why he's safe.
I ain't going to these daddy parties.
Probably some weird gay shit that's going on.
Yeah.
Who's on the Diddy list?
I mean, you could probably everybody.
Everyone.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, there's like mad rappers who tell stories about like they went to the party once and just
Didn't Usher
weird
go?
shit happened.
Yeah.
Well, he's not one of these guys.
Oh, okay.
But that weird shit would happen and they just stopped going. Like 50 Cent's in that group.
Yeah.
And the Wu-Tang Clan, they're in that group.
Oh, wow.
That's
a
a
lot of them.
Nah, there's like little girls and shit.
There was an interview that Usher did a while back, like when he was still like coming up, and he was like, they were asking him about
someone was coming up.
yeah, they would ask him about Diddy parties, and he was like, "Oh man, I saw some wild stuff," and he wouldn't elaborate.
Was
so-
that on Stern? Right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because he was like, would you send your kid to a Diddy party? And Russia was like, no. No, not at all.
Jesus.
Yeah.
But it's weird that nobody ever like said explicitly what like is what.
Yeah, why
Nobody ever specifies, but
Yeah.
everyone has said something. Like a lot of people have said things.
Yeah, Evan Roberts said the N-word and started.
Yeah,
started
he did do that. He did do.
I'm on a loop. Sorry. I'm nervous. I want in with Diddy. I don't want to blow my chances with Diddy.
Yeah, now that there's openings.
Yeah.
He made a video with
honest.
Orlando Brown was in it. Do you remember Orlando
Yes,
Brown?
I do. Yeah, from That's So Raven.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that's if
Played
that's
Eddie.
your friend that you're featuring on Instagram.
Mhm.
I don't think I would feature Orlando Brown right now
Yeah, he's
in my Instagram.
Wait, who made a video with Orlando
He's like
Brown?
making a video in like Miami, like talking about like how he has haters. He's like Jared Schwartz,
Orlando Brown?
making videos about his haters.
Oh.
But Orlando Brown's in the background of it, just looking like a crazy person.
well, he is a crazy person.
He's
He
nuts.
is bad shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
wait, Diddy made the video, right?
Yeah.
Talking about his haters. And
Yeah.
Orlando Brown, this is in the background looking all crazy.
Yeah,
Doing crazy eyes.
yeah. Going, if you ain't with me, you against me. You
I'm
doing all
willing
that
to
shit.
bet that Orlando Brown is one of the victims on Diddy.
Yeah, he's like
think so.
he's a guy that's been on record on saying like he's been molested and all that shit.
Yeah,
right?
he's
Yeah.
probably
Who did he
black
say?
sitcom Drake Bell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
By
we're
the
gonna pick
way,
one.
what a segue. Holy shit.
Isn't that
connecting.
wasn't
Yeah.
that sweet?
That's fantastic. That's a great segue. That
Lots-
did you
lots
guys watch
happened.
it?
Yeah,
Of course, yeah. Well,
It's
Twice.
Of course
I watched it in one sitting.
yeah.
So did I.
Yeah, I couldn't stop jerking.
I'm on my
off.
sixth rewatch.
I couldn't stop. You're on your second one. you
Yeah,
said?
no, sixth. Yeah.
I didn't know any of that stuff, but like it was weird enough when they were talking about Dan Schneider, but then when all the Brian Peck stuff started coming, I was like,
That's where it gets juicy.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Leo.
oh
I
yeah,
know. 'Cause
Yeah.
now everybody's thinking, this guy.
Oh, that's
Leo.
easy.
Like,
yeah.
Caprio's
how
gonna
do
be
you not
like,
put
There's
that
no
in
way
there?
he got away from it.
Yeah.
no, yeah, of
No,
course not.
he's
Not
more
with
handsome than Drake
Yeah.
Bell.
that pesky Brian Peck hanging around.
Yeah.
Also, what a name for a pedophile.
Yeah.
Another thing about Brian Peck, I think he molested the Corys, right?
Both
During
the
the
Coreys?
80s.
Corey Haim.
Okay.
Was he around for that?
Yeah.
He's been around.
Yeah, that's the guy
Forever.
who's just doing. He's working with kids on movies.
Dialogue coach.
And,
Yeah.
in the
Which
80s,
is a bullshit job, by the way.
Yeah, it's not a real job.
bullshit job,
right.
of course.
on Nickelodeon. You're worried about dialogue.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of
Oh,
here.
you gotta make sure you nail
Yeah.
this Irish accent.
Yeah.
The worst thing about him too is that Disney Channel was like, once he was like,
Yeah, they hired him,
Nickelodeon,
right?
They hired.
Disney
yeah.
Channel was like, this guy's hot. We need this guy.
Yeah.
Who else could teach these kids how to pronunciate and shit? Like,
No, none other than Pickle Boy.
other than this pesky Brian Peck.
Right.
But the worst thing about him too, besides the fucking of the kids,
Besides that, of
was in the 80s, he was getting them probably drugs and cocaine.
Sure.
And it was like, all right, like, listen, like the Coreys lived a fast life.
Yeah.
You know, it's awful what happened to them, but they lived a terrible life. With this Drake Bell, he was like, hey, me and my boys, we're hitting up we're heading up Disneyland.
Right.
Like, what kind of fucking sick bastard is walking around? He's like 40.
yeah.
And he's just walking around with Bell
And like 3 other gay guys.
hitting
Yeah.
up fucking Space Mountain.
Yeah.
He's like, are you enjoying yourself? Like,
Right.
It's just a good time.
I know.
Yeah.
I noticed you threw away your Mickey Mouse here. So is there a problem today? Is there a problem?
And Bell's like, dude, stop fucking hitting me up.
Yeah. I have a girlfriend now.
Fucking shit. I'm angry fucking my girlfriend.
You know what? I felt real bad for his dad, man, because like
I felt
he was
bad
like,
for dad.
Yeah.
he knew. He was
Yeah.
like, hey man, not
He
this
saw
guy.
it. He saw it a mile
Yeah,
away.
yeah.
And that bitch wife
You're right.
couldn't get it out of her head that she hated the husband that
Right.
much.
Right. Yeah.
And she's a lazy cunt.
Yeah. And
Halfway through that episode with his dad, I thought it was Jake the Snake Roberts.
He did that- yeah.
I was like, is that not Jake the Snake?
Yeah. I kept staring at the mole.
Yeah.
It's like a big
Yeah.
bubble mole.
I want to pop that.
Yeah, maybe don't cry over your kid.
Yeah, his father was all like, well, I knew he was up to something. But it was like, well, like.
I think he just thought, oh, he's a weirdo.
Nah, he got
hindsight.
railroad.
Which one?
Yeah, well,
Bad choice of words. But the father was like trying to make sure that didn't happen.
I guess
felt
so.
really bad for the dad.
There was a part
Right.
where they asked him like specifically what happened, like Drake Bell, and he was like, "Think of the worst thing imaginable."
they have their
Like,
car battery up to my
I don't
taint.
know, man. This I have a wild imagination.
When you read the deposition and you were like, "Well, that's not what the worst thing was."
Yeah, right, yeah.
not
No,
even
that's,
close.
That's Wednesday.
Yeah. Well, I thought they were practicing dialogue and kissing. Then I see he was
Sodomy?
stuck in the ass with an inanimate object, and I'm like, that's
Oh,
not what I was
no.
envisioning.
That was like the worst thing. Was
You
like
think he stuck Ted Bundy notes
No,
up
it
his
was
ass?
it was Gacy.
John Wayne
Gacy.
Gacy.
Come on, get your
Gacy.
serial killers correct.
Damn it! Fuck! You think he was sticking clown noses up his ass?
There's a possibility. That guy was a friend, personal friend of John Wayne Gacy.
that was like the worst thing.
He
was
put a horn in his ass.
when reading it, it was like, well, sodomy, and then it was the use of a foreign object, like they're in a hardcore match. Like a use of a foreign object. Like, what
It was a kendo stick.
What did he do to this poor kid?
One of those long light bulbs.
Yeah, like tables, ladders, and chairs. And it was like, fucking poor Drake.
Jesus Christ.
He's the death match.
Well, he's going to
king.
jail now too, right?
Who, Drake?
Yeah.
Why is he going to jail?
He was grooming kids. He was like getting
I thought they threw that out.
child porn.
Yeah, no, I think that
That's
was
why he was like
that was- I think it was a
to
hit.
Mexico.
Yeah, it became a big.
I think it was a
Mexican
hit.
star.
So he didn't do it?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, well, there was
I
other
just-
rumors that they didn't really bring up much. Where it's like he would, I think he actually did, where he would get like messages from like clearly fake little girls online all the time,
Oh.
Him too, I guess.
and there was like 20 of them.
Because I thought it was like because of what he went through with Brian Peck that he was like now that he's like this is how I learned how to do it and whatever.
Yeah,
So
they
he
always
was-
say
Nah.
that, yeah.
Oh, you think he became the coach?
yeah,
The student became the master.
Yeah, it's like a coaching tree. He's like
Pedophile Star Wars.
Right.
Brian Peck is like the I'm trying to think of a good coach. He's like
The Sandusky.
He's like I was gonna say
Did Brian Peck go to?
Yeah.
So like Peck
Penn
is
State?
Belichick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Drake
Drake
is
Bell is like Romeo
Tom
Cornell.
Brady.
yeah, Cornell, and then
It's
Josh Peck is Charlie Weiss.
Yeah.
It's similar to like the Sandusky Paterno thing because like Dan Schneider was like the guy
That's
in a
true.
major network,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Paterno was the main guy on campus for
Yeah.
Penn State, and they had this guy working for them. It just spiraled so out of control,
Mm-hmm.
and really, like I don't know about Dan Schneider didn't know about Peck, right?
I'm sure he knew.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
But I think in the documentary, Drake Bell says that Dan Snyder did call him and
Yeah.
was like, "Hey, are you okay?" And he
Yeah,
did.
he's like, it wasn't you.
Also, don't make Dan Snyder out to be like an angel because Drake Bell was already doing that Drake and Josh show.
Right.
He was already starting it. He was probably, this is my golden goose.
Sure.
We can't have this
Right.
guy upset.
You know what I'm picturing too is like Snyder once he hung up the phone started like laughing to Peck like, "Come back here, you fucking idiot! Like, come back. We're not firing you. We'll fire the other Peck, not you."
Fire the
Like
fat
that
kid.
scene in Showgirls. That's what I'm picturing. I don't
Isn't
think
it weird that they're not
patted him on the
related though?
back?
There's
Who?
two guys
The
with the last
yeah.
name Peck and they're not related.
two guys named yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's weirder they're not both not pedophiles.
Yeah, well,
Both are great talents.
Yeah.
Both very prolific.
Yeah, prolific talents.
Yeah.
Also, Brian Peck is in that scene in Good Burger where he yells at Kel. I don't know if
yeah,
I've never
he's
seen
in
that.
that.
Yeah, well,
He was
listen,
like an actor.
You've
first
never
for
seen
a little bit too.
You've never seen the Great Good Burger.
Yeah, you've never seen Good Burger?
prolific
Dan
movie.
Snyder's in it too. It's a huge role.
Dan
Well,
Snyder's in
he was originally. I remember when the documentary
of
starts. I'm like,
Class?
this guy look familiar. I used to watch Head of the Class because I was,
He was in
old.
that. Yeah.
Well, they spent the first two episodes. I was getting annoyed. I was like, this guy's a pedophile, right? And then they're like, he's not really. Like,
I bet he
maybe.
is though. They probably like because
You know.
there's like people on social media like bringing up stuff. They're like, yeah, he actually got Ariana Grande pregnant when she was like 15.
He got supposedly
For-
Jamie Lynn Siegler.
Jamie
Jamie
Lynn
Lynn
Sigler,
Siegler.
yeah.
Jamie Lynn
She would never
Spears.
do that.
She would
Yeah,
never.
not
Not
Palmetto.
Meadow.
She would never.
Imagine James
But that
Gandolfini would come
Spears
down
little
so-
bitch, yes.
Fucking T would have had it out with Snyder. What the fuck you doing?
He would have sent Paulie over to whack him.
Yeah. My daughter.
Oh, that'd be a great crossover episode.
Oh yeah,
I like to see Snyder write an episode of The Sopranos.
yeah.
It'd be really childish.
Makes
lot of-
Paulie try to milk a potato.
Adriana's walking around barefoot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah.
another thing. He had a big foot fetish.
Yeah.
But really, what's the
Huge foot
difference
fetish.
between him and Quentin Tarantino? He
Really
does the
nothing,
same
just the
shit.
N-word.
Yeah. That too. Look, Tarantino's even.
That's the difference between an artist and a kid's showrunner.
Yeah.
Is the N word.
Just the N word. Because you know Schneider was secretly racist.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
not even the
well,
worst
there
thing
was
about it.
that scene, or like the I think the first episode where the black kid from all that.
Yeah.
When they made it more dicks.
Huh?
When they made him wear dicks.
They put
Funny
dicks
ass
on his
kid,
face
too.
and on his shoulders.
Yeah.
And then the mom was like, hey, could you stop putting dicks all over my baby?
Was that the
And
kid?
then like, get this black bitch out of here.
Was that the kid from Hardball?
It was.
He was the most valuable pizza eater
That's
in
right.
Hardball.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
This kid from Hardball.
I remember one kid
Andre.
from Hardball is the one that died.
Oh,
G-Baby?
G-Baby. Who could
Michael B.
forget?
Jordan was in
Michael B.
Hardball.
Was he
Jordan.
really?
Yes, he
Yeah.
was.
Whoa.
I don't
He
know
got
that
turned
at all.
away. He was too old to play with them.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he was the one that like snuck in. Yeah, he was like 13 while the
I'd
other
have to
kids were
rewatch
12.
that.
And then
Oh, great
later
movie.
in the movie, he joins a gang.
yeah,
Of course he did.
Like almost
Wow.
immediately. He gets
Yeah.
he goes from like little league to being a gangbanger.
Was that his
24
transition into The Wire?
Pretty much.
Kind of. Yeah. Yeah, they're very similar characters.
Great lines, by the way, on The Wire. Memorable line when he was talking about chicken nuggets. It's like whoever invented the chicken nugget is a genius. They got the whole bone out the chicken. That's acting.
Well, he must have had a good dialogue coach. You think Peck took like
I
great
think-
pride? in
I
being a
think we need to
dialogue
start
coach?
investigating dialogue coaches on every TV show.
Yeah, these guys. Yeah.
It's just around kids all the time. Like, what the fuck?
The worst thing ever is that he was hired by Disney Channel, right? Brian Peck was
Yeah.
hired, and then you see the two shows, Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
yeah.
God only knows
Right.
what he did to poor Frankenstein. Those kids are fucked up.
Yeah, they're kind of
Oh,
weird
no.
today too. What's the other show he was on?
What was the other one? It was one of those. I don't know.
It was
By
just that
then,
era. Okay, all right.
by then it was like the mid 2000s. I wasn't watching
Right.
Disney
Yeah.
Channel.
He's like, ooh, twins. I've never had that
Yeah.
before.
yeah, by then it was
delicious.
the mid 2000s. I'm
Right.
watching that.
And we're in a hotel, so many rooms.
Yeah.
wasn't watching Disney Channel.
Yeah, with my pants on.
I wasn't listening to plots.
I mean, the weird thing is that like a lot of us grew up on like South Park, and we were kids watching that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Jackass,
Yeah.
wrestling. How fucking well, we all know who Vince McMahon. Maybe not the
Yeah.
best example.
Yeah. That worked. That didn't work out.
Right.
Right.
That didn't
Actually,
work out
when
the right
Drake
way.
Bell goes, imagine the worst things you could do to somebody.
know.
Vince
I
McMahon-
immediately went to it. Oh, what Vince McMahon does.
He was like, yes, vindicated.
He shit on your head and then passed you off to Brock Lesnar.
Maybe not that fucked up.
But still pretty bad.
All right, the second worst thing.
Oh my god.
Like I feel bad for Drake Bell, but it's like he's sitting there talking about think of the worst thing, and I was like, we can think of worse things.
Yeah, you're being soft, Drake.
Yeah,
Bell.
man. Like, and then when you find out what it was, it's like, oh, I mean, yeah, it's bad, but like I was thinking way worse.
Yeah. Peck was like, suck it up.
We need
off.
this show.
Yeah.
Look what I did to Corey Haim. You don't want to know. You don't want to know what I did. Now pick up your script. Let's
thought
go
you
over
meant
some
Josh
lines.
Pick up your script. It's time to work.
Read those lines.
Yeah.
Breathe. This is dialogue.
And then they were kind of, you're right, they were kind of fucked up to the father because the father was like, hey, I don't like him. And they were just like, well, you're a fucking homophobe.
Yeah.
Homophobe.
yeah.
Yeah. That's why. Look, vindicated. Boom.
They were kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
To Jake the
that.
Snake.
His father, he's like the guy who was on Twitter going, "There's Jews underneath my house."
Yeah.
Those two guys should meet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. This poor guy.
Like, see?
Wow, Drake Bell.
Poor Drake.
I knew that anyway.
No big of a scandal you have to
Right, I
be
guess it was a
to
big
knock
thing.
off
Yeah.
Drake. Like he's like Drake Bell.
You thinking of the right Drake? Greg?
No, I haven't. Say like it's such a big scandal.
Got you. Yeah.
That,
He
like,
became the number one Drake.
He became
Yeah.
like number one Drake for
Goes
like a week.
Drake Bell, Drake Coffee Cake, the Drake from Seinfeld,
Yeah.
Drake.
Yes.
Isn't there a Drake in the Uncharted games? That one too? That is
No, I
good.
don't know.
Could be. I don't know.
I'm not sure. I was too busy doing dialogue with Brian Peck. I wouldn't know.
You have to learn how to speak with your mouth full.
Also, this is how bad Peck is. He makes all dialogue coaches
Honestly.
look
Now,
bad.
now I'm looking at all of them.
Now I got to think of my fucking cousin. Who really is a dialogue coach.
Oh, that guy. Right?
Yeah, if you Google my name, can't give it out. But yeah, if you Google my name, Robert Cardizone, a dialogue coach pops up. It's not me. Because I don't fuck little kids. Neither does he. Well, he makes all the dialogue coaches look
We
bad.
don't know. We don't know.
You know me though. You know I
know.
love
You know.
Season.
You know I love the pussy.
Yeah.
And over
Of age.
over 25.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like old pussy.
Yeah, I like all of it. Yeah.
Another horrible thing about Peck was his characters weren't very funny, were they? But then again,
You
in
think
retrospect,
Pickle Boy?
it is kind of funny. That, I mean, Pickle Boy.
Right.
Yeah.
They were giving us hints all the time.
Yeah.
They were like, "What do you like the most? Pickles and boys."
They're like,
Can we do a
Alright.
glory hole bit with Ray Romano?
That
Oh,
is-
that was another
that is
one.
bad shit.
Yeah,
That's awful.
How did Ray?
Everybody was just like, yeah, that's
and
funny.
then like, Ray, you have to pretend it's a cock when you bite
Yeah.
into this pickle.
How did Raymond?
Oh, I'm so
how did Raymond-
hungry.
yeah, he went. He went with it though.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a trooper. I can't really do. I can't do a Ray Romano impression. Can't do
Get
one.
out of there.
Yeah.
It's okay, Raymond.
Yeah.
Like at what point
get it
was he just like, this is on a children's TV show. Why are we doing this?
Who, Raymond?
Yeah.
He's a
Because
piece of
Nickelodeon
shit.
did that all the time. There were sex jokes all the time.
Yeah, wouldn't
Yeah.
Ray Romano put it like, step in there?
You guys are all making too big a deal about Ray Romano. You guys think he's some sort of upstanding individual. This guy is in Hollywood. He's a perfect. You think he's like Ray Romano? Oh my God, Raymond's gonna put his foot down. No, he's like, let's make it more edgier. Let's do something more. Let's do a little
I
more
heard he
stuff.
got Drake Bell's father kicked out of the studio.
Yeah, he's like, get him.
He doesn't like gay people.
His weird mole is distracting me from my lines, and I have the greatest dialogue coach, Brian Peck. I want to introduce him to all the kids. Pretend he's Santa Claus. I'm telling you, Ray Romano's a pervert. You know it, I know.
That fourth episode was kind of a letdown too. 'cause
Which
like,
one was the fourth?
Well, they did all the meat in the third.
Once the Drake Bell stuff comes out, it's like, oh shit, all right.
Another awful thing about this situation is all the people that supported Brian Peck.
Yeah.
Like the James Marsdens of
James
the world.
Marsden?
He's actually a listener.
Oh, hold
so.
on. I'm sorry.
Besides him.
I won't kill Martin, but what a fucking loser all these people
No,
were.
kill Marsden.
He's a listener, but
Yeah.
but he is a fucking loser because like to support the
Yeah.
fucking dialogue coach.
Of all people,
Not
by
only
the way.
that, the lines where they would go, I'm sure he was going under deep temptation.
Yeah.
You call Drake Bell a little slut.
Yeah. They're like, he's walking around with his short shorts and his guitar
Yeah.
with his fat friend all the time. What do you want Peck to do?
Yeah, look how hot he looks next to that big fat weirdo.
Yeah.
Like if there was someone to throw under the bus, it would have been Brian Peck.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like there's no reason to support that guy.
Like I
No.
could understand. Like,
Imagine hearing a kid got fucked and then you blame him.
Yeah.
It's like it's a girl.
like we haven't heard from Keenan about this, and I'm sure like Keenan's got the secrets.
You think so?
Oh, he's
I don't. Do you think?
I think he just made a goofy face. He was like,
Yeah. He's like, what are you doing, Mr. Peck? That's every
quit pecking that boy.
yeah. That's every Keenan character. Where he just looks like kind of uncomfortable and starts yelling.
I don't know if he. I don't
But
know.
he's been around. He's been around Peck forever. He was on the original All That.
Yeah, but they didn't like black kids.
Oh, they got the penis kid.
Yeah, they didn't like fuck them.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
They were racist.
Because he was already out of Nickelodeon by then. He was already doing all that. Not all that. Well, it might as well be all that. Saturday Night Live in like 2001.
Yeah.
Did he,
Oh,
did he
that's
just
a
go
good
straight
point.
from Nickelodeon to
Yeah.
SNL?
Pretty much. He's a prodigy.
Because he went from All That to Keenan and Kel to
Yeah. 03, he was on.
Oh,
SNL.
he's only ever
he
done
was out of
sketch
it.
comedy.
102.
Really? After 9/11?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, probably the third biggest tragedy by now. Because you gotta put the Epstein stuff and then all this Nickelodeon stuff,
And then Diddy now, really.
and then Diddy.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
gotta-
so
Right? Isn't that
9/11
weird that these two things happen at the same time?
Nah, this is what
is
I'm
what they
telling
do.
you. Yeah,
It all comes
that's
together.
why you got Romano up on a pedestal. You got him up on a fucking pedestal. I'm like, he's just as bad as all of them.
Because he does the clean comedy. Clean comedians are the worst
Yeah.
ones. Look at Cosby.
That's a good
Right,
point. That's a
that's
good point.
right. I forgot about Cosby.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't do anything wrong.
The only
but,
guy who was nice to me was Cosby.
Could you imagine that story?
Which one?
Being like the guy that's like, well, listen, Bill Cosby was always nice to me. You know there's a guy out there.
Yeah.
That's
There's-
like,
there's several.
I had nothing but good relationship with Bill Cosby. I don't know what you did.
Yeah, somebody used to do warm up for the Cosby Show, you know.
Oh,
And
yeah.
they was just like, well, you paid me on time. You know.
Some 80s hack, rolled up sleeves, a little Dennis Miller action.
With a blazer.
No weather. How about this weather we have here? Everyone feeling fuzzy in the audience?
He's the guy he was the first one that wrote the airplane food joke.
Yes.
It's like,
Yeah.
it's like, you know,
I
I
invented that.
gave Seinfeld that bit.
Gave Seinfeld out.
All right.
The hell's your problem?
What the hell?
You interrupted.
Your watch is judging our comedy? We were doing the 80s hack that was
What
warming
didn't
up for
you get?
Cosby.
I do love 80s hack. 80s hack as a character.
That's
is
the
great.
funniest.
Yeah.
That's the best. It's like old Tim Allen.
Yeah.
Like if you watch old Tim Allen like clips.
Do you
I'm like,
wish dude, this has got to be a small part of every comedian now that wishes
Do I
they were an
w-
80s comedy.
Do I wish I go up with that mindset every night?
I just do 80s comedy.
Because like
now.
if you 4 minutes and you had a sitcom.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
That's my garage door that it opened the other day. I know you hate that.
And I pull it up and falls down. I pull it up and falls down, and then they're screaming. You ever watch these videos where the people are screaming?
Yeah.
They're like the
Losing-
worst comedy you've
Losing
ever.
their minds.
Are you doing the bit or you're telling me?
I'm doing it.
Oh, all right. I have seen. Well, yes, and yes, and yes, and
Yeah.
that's my improv.
No, who's really bad?
Gallagher?
I bet Richard
No.
Jenny loved
See,
Cosby.
Oh.
Richard Jennings.
No, Richard Jenny's funny.
Yeah, he was funny.
Michael Keaton.
Oh,
If you
he's
go
so
back
Okay,
and
well, he
watch
was
his
funny.
stand up,
Yeah.
You
it's
see Tom
classic.
Hanks' stand up?
was
Is that anywhere? Can you
legitimately
find
funny.
that?
No, Tom Hanks only did that in Punchline. You think Michael Keaton was funny?
I think he was.
I mean, it was classic bad 80s. Like, because he's doing funny faces.
But the Bazooka Joe joke that he does, that he used to
Right,
do,
okay.
is pretty good.
See, I
think it holds
I watched it on mute.
It's a
so.
joke. Yeah.
No, it was also, remember the movie Little Giants?
Yeah.
Remember the dad, Spike's
he's
dad?
the best. He's
Spike's dad.
Spike's dad. Yeah, he was like a Jim Carrey type.
So he's
Guy
like,
with the flat top.
he had like the,
Yeah, okay.
the classic.
That guy did stand up?
That guy
Yes.
did. I don't remember his name. He has one of the worst HBO specials I've ever seen. he tries to do Jim Carrey,
Yeah.
and he's like kind of this hard looking. Because I only
Yeah,
know him
yeah.
for Little Giants.
Yeah.
And I
Like
know him as
Spike's dad.
I know him as badass Spike's
He's
dad.
more masculine than Spike.
He wanted Spike to take out the icebox.
Yeah.
Now I put on HBO. Now I see him doing little Jim Carrey bits.
Yeah.
I'm like, this isn't the guy I know.
He trained Spike not to play with girls.
Right.
Yeah, to move refrigerators, and then he's
On his back, right, yeah. On
Yeah,
his
then he's
back.
prancing around like Jim Carrey
You know?
around the same time.
He had fucking Spike take out that little blonde kid who was probably passed around Hollywood himself.
yeah, Denwin Sauer.
And
Yeah.
then Al Bundy was like, dude, you can't do that. We like that kid. You
Yeah.
gotta start playing fair.
Here's the real question. Who was the dialogue coach on Little Giants?
Probably Peck.
yeah.
I bet you he was. I bet you if we look this up, I bet you Brian Peck
Yeah, we can find his cinematography.
We gotta find his IMDb.
teaching poor Spike going,
Yeah.
you don't play with girls, you play with guys.
Yeah, with grown men.
With grown men.
Brian
Do I have
Peck.
Wi-Fi?
Brian
Look that
Peck's
up.
IMDb is
It's
quite the indictment.
Who, Peck?
Yeah.
Oh,
What do you think? Like, don't they have like a what's it called on IMDb? Like what the person's best known for, right?
I'm sure.
Trademark. They'll have
Yeah,
trademark.
yeah.
Probably like prestigious dialogue coach. Do you think like do you like Brian Peck? Maybe you'll like these people. It's like Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, Diddy.
Diddy.
Really?
Yeah, now I can't believe Diddy's joined the club.
I wonder if anybody else from like Bad
He was in
Boy-
stuff pretty recently.
Who's that? Brian Peck?
Yeah,
yeah.
Good for him. He's still working.
He's still,
he's doing well.
He's doing quite well.
He's having a great career.
Well, you can't keep a good man down.
He was having a career renaissance until this fucking documentary.
He's like everyone sort of fucking forgot about it. Still working.
what's he been
Oh my
in?
goodness!
Anything-
I mean, actually, some of these you can kind of
Uh-oh.
Are they with kids?
freaks of nature.
There it is.
Oh,
He played Zombie Dad.
Yeah.
he was acting.
He's acting.
He's playing a dad.
He played a father.
What the fuck?
In Captain Battle, he played Skinhead number 1. That was 2013.
Yeah, he did.
Probably jumped into that role.
In Design for Dreaming, it was just a short from 2010. He was Planet of the Apes enthusiast.
Oh, great.
Oh,
Jack and the Beanstalk, he was the Emperor.
Oh, Peck, you stink.
Jesus.
He's in a movie called
I thought he
Bitch
was the
Slap.
beanstalk.
Yeah. What was he in?
He was in a movie called Bitch Slap.
Oh.
He was in Bedtime Stories.
With Sandler?
Oh,
I told you.
no.
Damn.
Was that 2008?
Yes, it was.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh man, the plot thickens.
Oh, don't.
Okay, we've
tell
heard some
me
things
it's the
about
Sandman.
We heard some dicks.
Oh, here we go.
I think we're connecting the ped dots.
Yeah.
That's what we're
Wow,
doing.
the plot thickens.
Yeah. Wow. He's in Bedtime Story. That's a kid's
Yeah.
movie. What's up with Sandler?
What year was that?
2008.
Oh, and he worked on that show.
This is after Drake and Josh.
Yes,
Drake
and that's
and
when he was
Josh,
working on the show with Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Frankenstein.
Sandler, sex trafficker.
We've
He
heard
was
some
in
dicks.
Oh,
too.
that's right.
He was the news reporter in X2.
X2.
Oh.
X-Men 2.
Oh, I thought you meant like the Vin Diesel movie.
No, he's in
No,
Holes.
that's Triple X.
Triple X.
He's in Holes. He's actually he
that's
made,
why Shia
he's
LaBeouf
definitely
was
made
in it.
all the holes.
Yeah, he's definitely been in some holes. Am I right, guys? Underage
What's
ones
Zero
too.
doing up to now? That kid's all fucked up.
Who? What does
The kid Zero, the
Oh, Peck would probably love him.
Oh yeah.
Didn't you tell me there was a basketball player? What's the kid's name? Zero in Holes. He's the guy with the afro.
Oh, yeah.
We're watching what were we watching? The NBA. He's just like, oh, that's the kid from Holes. And I was like an asshole. I believed it.
They
And I
all
looked
look
it
like that
up.
now,
I was
though.
like, that's him. Oh, that's him.
He looked it up.
He's a
He had
basketball
yeah.
player. Like who would think? I mean, come on. Like,
And I swear to you, it wasn't on April 1st either. It wasn't on April 1st. I'm only kidding with you. Come on.
Look it up like a
Get up this.
idiot.
Let's do some more research on this bastard.
He was actually the first 2 X-Men movies.
We should all go down to his house with our
Did he play the
pets.
same character in both?
No, in one he was a hot dog stand patron. He
course
was
he was.
dishing out wieners.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's how that was his. That's what he did that before Pickles. I bet.
Yeah.
It was 2000, so yeah, maybe.
He's probably like too
Man
obvious.
on the Moon. He's in Man on the Moon.
Oh, what,
With
Jim
Jim
Carrey?
Yeah,
Wow.
he played Cowboy Number
Are
2
there any kids in that?
and Ookie
not
in
really.
Boy Meets World.
Who you play?
Right.
Well, all the Boy
Cowboy
Meets World
number
people.
2
Yes.
and someone named Ookie.
Yeah, Sean
all the
Hunter.
all the Boy Meets World
And
people
Will
defended him.
Ferrell.
Yeah, all the
they were defending him like the most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
he
now they
played J. Edgar Hoover
Wow.
that's
That's
not
weird.
That's not
in Public Enemies.
yeah.
The one with
Wait,
Johnny
who?
Depp.
Wait, who played him? Brian Peck played J. Edgar Hoover in Public Enemies, the movie with Depp and Christian Bale.
1996.
Oh, no,
that's
that's
a
a
different
I was gonna
one.
say, I was like, what? That's a little out of the fucking
Yeah.
realm. It's like a fucking dark movie. Well,
Yeah,
no,
the Mommies.
I guess so.
He played the minister in the Mommies.
Of course he did.
But the Boy Meets World kids.
Well, this is like his actual acting career when you get to like the 90s.
Yeah, yeah.
The weird thing about the Boy Meets World kids is that Ben Savage doesn't talk to them at all.
No.
But have you ever seen the movie Open Secret?
I don't think
The
so.
Last
no.
American Virgin.
Open Secret is it's similar to the Nickelodeon documentary.
It's better than that.
It's probably better.
Cool.
It came out
Okay.
10 years ago.
Kim-
You've seen it,
it's
right?
on
Open
Open
Secret?
season? No.
Open Secret.
Open Secret? No.
No.
Never
What's
seen
this?
this movie? It's about pedophilia in Hollywood.
Okay.
It's on YouTube. You can
Peck's
probably
in
watch
it, right? Don't they cover Peck in that
I
movie?
think they do cover him.
Ben Savage does?
No. So in this movie, it's about
pedophilia. in Hollywood.
pedophilia in Hollywood.
Just like
But
general cases of it
it's-
everywhere.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's a documentary?
Documentary, yeah.
Okay.
And there's this one part of the documentary where there was a company called Den, and there's this guy Brock Savage who's like trying to run for president.
He ran in 2020.
He ran in
Wait,
2020.
wasn't that a comedian?
Yes, you,
Oh,
you
I'm
got
sorry.
the wrong name.
Why can't
Yeah,
you
not
Brock
Brock Savage. No.
was his name?
That's a guy that
My
we used to
bad.
know.
I know you quit, but you're a pedophile
No,
now,
no,
Brock
no,
Savage.
No, not him.
Not him. Not that guy's a
No,
nice guy.
'cause you got
I
Ben
think-
Savage
Yeah,
on your
nice
now.
guy.
I think
Oh,
that's a-
yeah, I've never
Brock
seen him
something.
near a
The guy's-
kid.
What's the fucking guy's name?
Brock Purdy.
Brock Purdy. But anyway, it's
his name?
Anyway, they were running this internet company that was like similar to Netflix back
Yeah.
in the 90s.
Yeah.
It was like the original like online internet like independent like shit, and had everything had to do with like homosexuality and all that fucking shit.
Damn it.
And he didn't do well, but this guy Mark Collinsworth, Rector, something like that.
Chris
Mark
Collinsworth.
Collins Rector.
Mark Collins Rector.
Yeah.
He was the head of the company. Now he was charged for.
rectum.
Yeah, it is.
He's like on the run, this guy, because he was charged for pedophilia and all this shit.
No.
And he used to throw these parties, these P. Diddy style
Yeah,
parties.
yeah.
Only for little boys.
Everyone hosts a P. Diddy style party at some point.
Right. So this guy was doing this. And then there's a clip in the documentary where there's Ben Savage walking to the party going, I've never been to a party here. Right. And there's a clip of that. And I'm like, well, that's weird when, like these parties were known for like fucking little kids. Like this is the whole thing.
Michael Huffington was there also.
Who was that? I don't know.
Ariana Huffington's husband.
Huffington Post guy?
Yeah.
Oh,
he
yeah,
was there.
okay.
He used to go to those
Do
parties.
you think there were like these open or these like jokes like I go to the Playboy Mansion. That's for the adults.
By the way, his name was Brock Pierce.
Brock Pierce. I'm sorry. Brock Pierce.
Another great pedophile name.
Brock Pierce. What were you saying? I'm sorry. It's at a Playboy Mansion for the adults.
I don't know
Yeah,
how.
people who like to fuck adults go to the Playboy Mansion.
Yeah.
And if you like to-
And
that's
then you go to
exactly
a
what it
Diddy
is.
party
Go
if
to
you're
Diddy
like
party.
into.
That's exactly what it was. Very good, Nick.
I'm bad at
I feel like the detective at the end of Different Strokes, that episode of
Yes.
the shows.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Do this. Well, you know what to do when you call 911.
Yeah, it's a good thing you didn't just go straight there. You had to call 911 first. It's good that you contact a police officer because you got to
I
wait
feel
with
like it's my fault. Well, Arnold, it's not your fault. It
No.
would have been great if it was just like, it is your fault, you little fucker.
it. That's what
Look
happened.
you did. You took
remember,
your shirt off.
remember the episode of Smart Guy? Well, that's wait, what show was it?
No, it
where
was-
they handled it so poorly.
Do you remember House of Pain?
House
Yeah.
of Pain.
On TBS,
Yeah.
So they had an episode with pedophilia,
Yeah.
and like Alan Payne's character, like
Handles it,
like
man.
one of the kids on the show was getting chased in the living room by a
Yeah,
pedophile.
by
Like this.
Like they
Ooh,
went for
Fun.
it. And Alan Payne comes home like and sees this, and he just like starts beating the shit out of the pedophile.
Yeah.
So the kid,
As you do.
Yeah, as you do, and you know the guy's arrested and all that. Now Alan Payne gets up, he starts blaming the kid because he was on the internet.
Yeah.
He's like, "This is why I told you not to go on the internet. You got to be responsible."
Yeah, that's what happens when you put yourself out there. Yeah.
Like it was the complete opposite of every other sitcom.
Every other show, it's always like, it's good that you came to an adult and all
Yeah.
shit. But Alan Payne was having none of it.
Yeah.
He was like,
this is your fault.
you fucking little slut. Yeah. He started calling the boy a slut.
Those Tyler Perry shows were great because they were so dramatic.
Yeah. Once an episode.
Like once in like they would have like a far-fetched thing. Yeah. They'd just be like, why
Well,
is
that's
this
Tyler
on-
Perry in general, man.
Yeah.
I guess, yes.
Was he at the Diddy parties?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
There's no way he wasn't.
He dressed as Medea.
By the way, like the new thing is all these guys wearing dresses, and Tyler Perry, like
He's
his
not
whole-
catching enough
That's his
heat.
thing.
His soul is totally out. Like they don't question him whatsoever.
Yeah.
Nah, he's
Because he just got out in front of it. He was like, I'm just going to wear a dress. And
Yeah,
people
it's
were like,
perfect.
oh, yeah, okay. This is just normal for you.
Yeah, that makes
Oh,
sense.
we don't even have to ask him.
Yeah.
He just wrote the movie.
Wait a
Okay.
second. Why aren't you wearing your dress? Get your dress on.
Oh, I didn't know you weren't just a fat old lady.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, when they make fun of him on Boondocks for wearing a dress, it's fucking hysterical.
yeah?
I like
gotta
when
watch
a lot of this stuff was like in 2014, 2015 on YouTube. A lot of this stuff was like not as out there. It's now like TikTok. Like there's like all these armchair detectives.
Yeah. That's why somebody was like that Dan Schneider got Jamie Lynn Spears pregnant. And he
Yeah,
forced her
yeah.
to get an abortion.
Yeah.
But, like that, I mean, I guess this is not corroborated, so you can't put it in the documentary, but he's not. They made him, the Brian Peck stuff made Schneider look less dangerous.
Actually,
He was probably-
the three actual pedophiles kind of made you start to be like, oh, Dan Schneider's not that bad. He's just a
Right,
bad
yeah.
boss.
He's just a
He
really
just-
bad boss.
But they did spend 2 episodes going, this guy might be a pedophile.
yeah.
Possibility.
They like hinted at it, but like I'm sure
Pretty
there's enough-
heavily.
Yeah.
For how long is an episode? About an hour?
Like, yeah.
Imagine how
2
fat,
hours.
Imagine how fat that kid probably was. Jamie Lynn Spears and Dan Snyder, baby. Just fucking tank.
Did she have the baby?
But
No,
okay,
she forced her to get an abortion.
on paper,
On the account, it was gonna be fat.
What do you do? Lay on her?
on paper, right? He's just a bad boss.
He did it on paper?
Like at a doctor's office.
on paper, he's just a bad boss, right?
Yeah.
Like just
Yeah.
taking it
At the very least.
At the very
Yeah.
least. But what a fucking asshole taking children's TV so serious.
Yeah.
Like it's so bad.
They give him a lifetime achievement award.
Like
Yeah.
that's enough.
He
as a
produced
cringe
the show
moment.
that gave him the award.
Yeah, he technically gave himself the award.
Gave himself an award.
Like,
That's
fine,
right.
he's not a pedophile,
Right.
but he
Fucking
is
diabolical.
He is a fucking asshole.
Right. Well, then there was a bit, I think, on the Amanda show where he was God for some
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that?
That's fucking odd. Like
Nobody questioned it.
You
Nobody
can't question Dan Schneider.
Even if he was working with adults, that's like me
Right.
wting a script going, guys, talk how great about me. Like who
Isn't it
does
odd
that?
that Dan Schneider is a character in the Nickelodeon show
Yeah.
universe? He
Like
plays himself.
that scene they showed where he's in the limo, and a girl's feeding him shrimp. It had nothing to do with the rest of the show.
That's fucking weird.
I mean, it's fucking funny as shit.
Yeah, no. The guy
really
knew
funny.
comedy.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean that's
say what
hysterical.
you will.
Yeah.
He was a funny guy. In Good
Yeah.
Burger, he has one of the great lines.
Yeah.
It's like, now I gotta go home and feed my mother cat food. It's one of his lines in Good Burger. Probably helped out by Brian Peck.
Say what you will. Comedic
Helped him with
genius.
the delivery. He's pretty fucking funny.
I tell comics who I don't like, I tell them you have all the makings to be the next Dan Snyder. You have all the makings. They don't, I'll be like, you right there, children TV. That's your fucking
That's your
zone.
lane. That's your
Fucking
lane.
kill it. Think of it. 10 hit shows.
Yeah.
Very
one after
easy.
the other.
Kingmaker, really.
He was the Norman Lear
Yes,
of
he-
children's TV.
That's what they called him.
Yeah, what they call him that.
Could you imagine? He probably did. He have parents? Do we know if he has parents?
Dan,
Dan
did
Schneider?
Dan Schneider have
Yeah.
parents?
His father must hate him.
Well, there was
I hope his dad was like a military guy.
probably
Just
Probably
being
beat him
like
with a hose.
Yeah, probably just not.
There's
proud
my
of him.
son eating
like-
again.
Harder, father.
Every time I come home from military work, I just see my son eating. And that's so it stuck with Snyder.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why you gotta,
What were you gonna say?
I have no idea. Hopefully, but-
His father beat him with slime.
yeah. That's how he did it. Yeah.
Well, even like the slime shit's weird.
Yeah, it's very cummy.
They did it
Yeah.
with everyone.
Yeah. I think it's metaphoric because
Yeah.
the people that work there were the true slime.
That's right.
That's what I think.
Could you imagine? Like
These
Nicole,
people are sick people, Nick.
Nah, I don't know what you're talking
You think this Ray Romano guy's a saint? You put him on a pedestal. He's a sick bastard.
I love Ray Romano.
You gotta go to Nickelodeon, get slimed by
it's weird.
fucking pedophiles. Like, who was like the most famous guy that got slimed or gal?
Steven Spielberg.
Oh,
Well, he must
Spielberg
wow.
got slimed.
Spielberg got
Well, he
slimed.
must have loved it then. If you know anything about Spielberg.
Oh God, yeah, that one. I dove in
rough
deep
one.
with the Spielberg stuff years ago. I'm done now.
What does he have?
He has plenty of
He's got some
accusations,
bad
but
ones.
like on
He
internet,
throws Spielberg parties.
internet crazy. Yeah,
They watch films all day.
fucking boring.
Did he shove a dinosaur up Drake Pell's ass?
Yeah. No.
It's E.T.'s finger.
He's got like crazy ones on the internet. That's like
Yeah.
QAnon shit, though.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, unless you got into that stuff, we can talk about it. Yeah, Spielberg's party is probably very, very boring.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like,
Showing his old movies.
yeah, he's like, let's watch Schindler's List and Saving Private Ryan back to back.
Yeah, let's watch some CP.
Yeah.
By the way, CP, that means child porn. But
Oh, yeah,
I,
that's what
want to
you
be.
guess.
I just want to be a cool
Yeah,
Gen
that's what you gotta say
Z.
now.
I
Yeah.
want to
Oh, I
be a
thought you
Gen
meant
Z
Chris Paul.
TikToker.
I know. Yeah. I thought he was talking about Chris Paul for a second.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Chris. Yeah,
Let's watch some CP.
Let's watch Chris Paul
Maybe
highlights.
maybe that is code. Maybe basketball players are code. these
Oh, and
days.
he's pretty short, so yeah.
yeah. Short
Watch
eyes.
some CP highlights.
That's a good point.
Yeah, that's how Pizzagate started because cheese pizza.
Chris Paul?
Yeah.
No, Chris Paul did not start
Pizzagate.
Pizzagate. He was too busy balling.
Yeah. I booed him when he got drafted. I went to the draft and booed him.
To his face.
because of Pizzagate.
I knew ahead of time.
Wait, why'd you boo him?
I hate his guts. Well, no.
He's a dirty player. He's very
Yeah,
dirty.
he's a dirty player. So in the ACC championship,
Right.
the ACC tournament, Wake Forest played NC State. NC State had a player from the Bronx, Julius Hodge, and Chris Paul punched him in the dick
Oh
in the
wow.
ACC tournament.
See? Pedophile.
That's when Diddy was like, "Come to the party."
And I was like, I'm never rooting for this guy ever again. So I went to the 05 draft specifically to boo Chris Paul. It was great. That was the Andrew Bogut year. That was Andrew Bogut was the first overall
Because
pick.
Chris Paul, he was what, fourth or something like that.
Yeah, it was
Fell,
like
I think.
he was like
right?
top.
'Cause he was like supposed to be like the first overall.
the Knicks.
pick.
The Knicks had the seventh pick. They took Channing Frye.
Right, Channing Frye. Yeah.
No. Sorry,
Was that David Lee?
that was David Lee, Nate
Yeah.
Robinson year.
Right.
Uh,
I remember
But yeah.
David Lee. David Lee's like my favorite white athlete.
do you remember Did you ever see his? He won the high school dunk contest that year.
Who,
The
David
year he
Lee?
was- yeah, the year he was in it.
Nah. I don't
The
remember
winning
that.
dunk,
Don't go that
he
deep.
threw it up, took his jersey off, caught it, and dunked it.
Oh my God. Holy
Then
Brian
he-
Peck. That's not high.
And he went to the University of Florida.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
a good player.
Yeah.
He's like a fun, like, you know, when New York sports suck and there's that one player that
Yeah.
sticks out, he's that guy.
Yeah. You want a guy, like New York, especially the Knicks fans love a guy who works hard.
Yeah.
Blue collar.
I felt like the Giants, like Saquon Barkley was that.
Yeah.
The last couple
Now
of
he's a
years.
rat bastard.
Yeah, now he went to the Eagles.
And he's feuding with Tiki.
Oh,
He's
that's
feuding
right.
with Tiki
Yeah.
Barber.
You know how much of an asshole you got to be for people to side with Tiki Barber?
Yeah, exactly.
Man cheated on his pregnant wife.
Did he really?
Did
I
he?
didn't know
I
that.
don't see the problem with that.
You don't have an issue with that?
She's gross now. Look at it, just waddling around. It's fucking
The worst
it's
part-
disgusting.
The worst part of that Evan and Tiki show is that Evan Roberts talks like as if he had a life outside of radio.
Yeah.
He'll be like, I was dating 2-3 girls. It was like, Evan, we know you since you're 24.
Bro, yeah.
You were sitting next to Beningo.
When he was 10 years old, because his parents his dad was like a producer.
yeah.
He used to get him on the air and he
Yeah.
would do like air checks. And then, obviously he was in private parts saying the N-word.
Yeah.
His finest hour.
Yeah, that's all he did. All day.
I think we've all said at the N-word into private parts.
Where else are you supposed to do it?
Right.
Yeah, it's muffled.
That's
No,
all
yeah.
he did. This
What
whole-
would
whole
he
childhood.
say when you used to break his balls about that?
He was just
What
like,
would he say?
Laugh about it.
He just a left.
like,
You should have tried to get him to get some, say some
Yeah.
real shit. try to get him fired.
I was like the only black guy there. So it was like,
I go on the WFAN Reddit.
oh my God.
It's toxic.
Oh, it's fun though.
It's hilarious.
That's where all the Opie and Anthony read.
You know how you know it's all
Yeah.
you know how you know how you know it's all old men on Reddit. Somehow they found Reddit. It's just
Yeah.
all fucking spelling errors.
Yeah.
They spell Francesca like
Francesca?
Yeah. With an R at the end.
Francesca.
It's like there's like a Venn diagram of like terrible people on Twitter
Yeah.
or Reddit, and it's all people that love WFAN and Anthony Cumia.
And in the middle.
Like you ever, anytime Cumia tweets anything, no matter what it is, first off, he's gone off the deep end.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
fucking.
He's insane.
Oh yeah,
he's
He
nuts.
doesn't even. He tweeted about something the other day, and it was like he just wrote the N-word but without vowels, and I was like, just
write it.
Just fucking say it, you pussy.
Yeah. What a creative racist. Gotta give him that.
And like,
At least
and
he's
then-
being artsy about it, right?
And then like all the replies are just like anonymous racist white guys. It's like just fucking. I don't just.
It's all his alt accounts.
Yeah, so it's just him.
Yeah, it's just
agreeing
him.
with himself.
Well, if you were gonna make an app and it was the N word, would you just take out all the vowels?
I guess so. Yeah, I guess so. The funny thing is, he still spelled it wrong because he only used one G.
Oh, really?
It was like he wrote
now it's
NGR.
Niger.
It was like we know what just
No, it's the river.
Were you ever on the Opie and Anthony subreddit?
Yeah.
That was like
it was real bad.
that
wild.
was wild.
Yeah,
it was
that's wild.
it was hilarious at times. I mean, I've done some crazy things on there. There's a bowling alley in Connecticut that I owe an apology to.
That was a young man, rash.
It was a different time, though.
It was.
It's one of our
Yeah,
favorite memories.
there
That's-
is a weird thing about like old radio people, like in their fans.
Yeah. Well, fans in general annoy me.
That's true.
Like
Yeah.
even like I.
Oh, is that why
like,
you don't have
That's why I don't have it.
It's, you're keeping everyone away.
No, but
get away from me.
it's true. Like I'm a Giants fan. I'm a Mets fan. Like the worst people are fans of anything, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
sorry.
Well, you like every time a celebrity has to like do like a big thank you thing, they go,
Yeah.
and I want to say thank you to the fans. This is for you.
They rarely do that, I feel like. though.
No, I see it all the time.
Yeah?
But
I feel
they
like
do that to
don't do
keep them
anymore.
off of
That's
them
true,
because they're
yeah,
like, I
yeah.
met this person and they were a
wait,
cunt to me.
you're talking
or-
about like awards? Because they usually thank their dark masters in Hollywood. But like,
no, like,
they don't
like,
really
like,
thank
like,
them.
like a
Diddy.
Twitter
Yeah.
post or something.
What-
Yeah,
what is-
yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
Well,
It's
yeah,
a
like
bullshit
thank the
award.
fans.
Like an athlete will like when they leave a city, I
Yeah.
want to thank the fans.
Of
for-
course, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a classy move.
Well, like
Radio,
radio
because they're gonna throw shit at your bus on the way out.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
radio fans are like hardcore. Like
Yeah.
every one of those type of fan bases, like Francesa.
Yeah.
Like they're like Opie and Anthony and Stern were like the worst fans because they like live and die by these guys.
Yeah.
And they would like, find out about their private lives and they'll like talk for them. They'll be like, like even like the Patrice O'Neal fans, they'll be like, well, Patrice would hate Bill Burr today. It's like, you don't fucking
They were
know that.
friends. What the
You're
fuck?
like, what do you can't talk for the guy.
Yeah.
You know, like
they love doing that.
They
I wonder
love
what he
doing
would
that.
say about all this woke shit.
they'll
You
be-
know?
yeah. And they'll
But he was alive when the woke shit started.
Yeah. Like I used to hate when like Louis CK fans, like before he got Me Too, they'll like talk like, well, Louis doesn't like this. Like it's like, shut up.
Yeah.
You don't know what he not likes or
Oh,
likes.
he doesn't like you.
I know what he
yeah.
does, like taking his penis out in front of ladies.
That's what I was getting at.
Yeah, he's doing that.
Yeah. Nah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Right. He
Go
likes
ahead.
your wife in a closed door.
But that being said, I'm a huge fan of WFAN.
There's I don't listen to it anymore, but like I see clips and shit. Like I see something going on with like Evan and some guy named Spike.
That was
that
fake.
was fake.
That was fake.
This is just what happened to the days when we would just talk about baseball?
Just talk some
Yes.
sports.
What the fuck,
I
dude?
like talking.
That's what they
yeah.
don't do anymore. Like I was listening to Boomer and Gio this morning,
Yeah.
and they were talking about the Yankees, and then like Gio's just like talking about nipples out of nowhere, men's nipples. He was like, men's nipples are useless, and I'm like, this is like
They're all trying to do podcasts.
This
Yeah,
is
it's all
shitty bit.
it's all for clicks.
Yeah.
Everything's for clicks. Like
Podcasts
Sean
are
Morash.
bullshit.
That
Yeah.
guy. Yeah.
First off, I got him the job.
Really?
We went to he went to my college.
I wouldn't take credit for that.
I know.
he sucks.
He intern. I recommended him to intern. I got him. I mean,
Because he's from, where is he from?
North Babylon.
Did you grow up close?
No, but I went to college at Westbury.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
So I knew it. I was like
Right,
a
'cause
few.
he's a local guy.
Yeah, I'm a few years older than he is.
Yeah.
Like I recommended him to get to. I was already working there.
Yeah.
He was like, "Yo, should I intern?" I was like, "Yeah, give me your resume." I passed it along, and then he got hired eventually.
you're the blame.
Honestly,
Damn,
like,
Stan.
I didn't. I don't know what I don't know if I had known. This would have been the result.
Yeah. You're
He
you're
is-
like the guy that told Hitler. Yeah. Those
You
Jews
suck it
over
up.
there, they hate your fucking artwork. Because that guy,
He is the
he's
worst.
Little
dude.
David, he said
Yeah.
you had a terrible painting.
he has this awful list.
he really sucks.
off-putting.
He has this
If
very
it wasn't
high.
for me, he'd still be working at fucking Subway.
Oh,
Get the
right.
fuck outta
That's
here.
something he brings up.
Yeah.
Who does that? Why do you bring that shit up? You know, we all have bad jobs. I worked at fucking Kmart. I don't bring it up except for just now. You guys should get
he does
Mirage.
love to bring it up.
Put Mirage on this show.
Oh God.
Yeah, put him on this program. You'd like him. You would like him.
Oh, yeah, we'll do it after we get Vivek Ramaswamy.
His big moment is that he shit his pants
Why, he's
I don't even
on
know that
air.
guy.
You can get it.
I don't even know that.
Yeah, I messaged him already.
Oh.
No, not Vivek.
Vivek?
No, the Sean Mirage.
No,
Sean Marash?
Yeah, get him.
I mean, maybe not
All right.
after this segment.
Nah, he won't mind. He don't care.
He's one of these guys that has thick skin, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
no,
fat.
we'll have
Yeah,
him
it's- I
on.
mean,
I'll
yeah.
DM. I'll DM.
Yeah.
Ramash?
Like
No, Mirage.
Yeah.
Mirage.
Yeah, I'll show you.
I don't know what the fuck
He's
this
got like
is.
a fucking Giants tattoo. I mean, I haven't
A Giants
met-
tattoo? I know a guy who has a tattoo of Yankee Stadium, and
Yeah.
he's the gayest man I know.
I have a Mets tattoo on my chest.
Yeah.
You have a Mets tattoo?
Yeah.
You are the second gayest man I know.
I love the stadium. Let's just tear that down at some
I
point.
know.
The logo lives forever.
Why you want
Sure.
Vivek Ramaswamy on this show?
I DM'd him when he dropped out of the presidential race.
He seems like a guy that would just do anything.
Yeah.
you don't care.
He hasn't opened it yet. I
No.
check every day.
Yeah.
Marash tweeted yesterday because the Edwin Diaz came out for the first time
Right.
this
Yeah.
year, and then the stadium gets kind of
Yeah.
crazy, and then he retweeted it and he was like, "Great time for all 6 fans." I'm like, why? Can I just enjoy a baseball game?
Know what
No.
I hate about them too is that they think they're trolling, and they always misuse the word trolling.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, "We'll stop trolling," and it's like, well, you guys are sports talk radio hosts. You can just be critical.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, you can just
trolling is
talk about the
for
game.
anonymous people on the internet commenting below Anthony Cumia's
Right.
tweets. Like they're like, oh, look at Marash trolling the Met fans. It's like, no. People take whatever you say at face value. So when
Right.
you say there's 6 New York Mets fans there, people are like, fuck Marash, he's a Mets hater.
Right.
And then they'll be like, well, I'm just trolling. It's like, no, you're a sports talk radio host.
Yeah.
You're paid to give opinion.
And it's so stupid now. It's like,
It's not like JJ Redick.
It's not
Yeah.
2002 anymore where like Yankee Met fans should like hate each other.
No.
Like we have Republicans and Democrats who hate each other.
Yeah, I know.
Like we moved
There are
on.
more important things.
Like politics have become sports where like if you're a Democrat, I fucking hate you.
Yeah.
If you're a Republican, I don't like you.
I do not
Sports
give a shit
become
about the
politics.
Yankees.
They're all friends now.
If like you're a Red Sox fan, you hate me because I'm a Yankee fan.
Yeah.
It's like go fuck yourself.
And you should know I vote Republican.
And we're gonna end there.
Yeah.
Again? Not the last time. I don't vote Republican.
Oh, okay, say something else ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, wait, that was
No, we got to end it anyway.
Yeah.
So I always wait for the worst part to end the show.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh, okay.
Where are you guys gonna be?
Can I just plug my friend's business?
Yeah.
Brian Peck died. he's need of work.
That's it.
No, I'm good. Don't worry. I'll do a plug. I think.
Yeah. You got another? You don't want to?
No.
All right, good. Yeah, it's fine. I don't even know why we do it. All right, bye.